what's behind the coffee.
About the champions.
Explore yourself.
Give everything in a simple coffee cup.
2 days with their head full of new knowledge.
Champions Hub is motivation for me.
Champion Hubs is amazing.
Amazing. Amazing.
In this trip, we drink some very great coffee. It can be fruity, aromatic. It's unbelievable. Yeah.
But I think this actually changed my opinion of Brazilian coffee. To gather, provide such, yeah, it's a fantastic trip.
welcome back to the World Barista Championships 2018. Jessie, what did you say to the Taiwanese competitor? Because they've run off?
I mean, it was a massive compliment, and maybe it was just a little bit too much. She's hopefully going to be joining us in a bit, but
Yes, yeah, but we're joined by two of our competitors. Congratulations on your performance, guys. It was absolutely fantastic to see. Ronald, if I can start with you. Tell me where... I love that you're looking at the whole thing behind specialty coffee and how it's produced. Where did the inspiration come from for that?
Well, this coffee I have worked for 4 years ago in the same farm. This coffee in specific, with this coffee I won the last year in the National Coffee Championships in Colombia, but I received the feedback for the judges, the body is low in the espresso. For this reason, I use different forms to increase this body because the sweetness, the acidity, and the aromas is amazing in this coffee. But I'm so very happy for use this coffee because when I training, we need the best coffee of Colombia. I'm using different profiles, and the last blend cupping, the wine is this coffee.
Fantastic, fantastic.
So Taiwan competitor has just joined us, so we're back. It's fantastic. Okay, fantastic. So you just arrived with us, so I'll start with my question for you to move along the line. So I was really interested in your signature drink. How did you develop that concept?
We try different water with different TDS, and we want the texture and want aroma, so we do both. Yes.
And did you go through many experiments to get to the TDSs that you chose?
Yes.
How many experiments did you do to get to the final cup that we were able to see today?
How many times? Maybe 10. Maybe 10.
So quite a bit. Is there anybody here that you would like to thank?
My team, I want to speak in Chinese. Okay. 谢谢新坡咖啡的大家，然后还有我们台湾的家人跟朋友帮助我的人。It's my team here.
Thank you so much. Okay, and then...
So I've got a question to start with this one. Is my Colombian friend here? He's not so happy in the World Cup at the moment, but you guys must be really happy at the moment.
Yes. I'm so happy. Finally, the day is today. Finally, I'm so happy. Thank you.
So we were told just before your presentation that you were an AST before this.
Yes, I do.
How has that kind of experience formed the way that you are training for the competition?
The final trainer, or okay, my trainer started maybe in this year. The last year I traveled to Seoul, but in January I'm start with the English class. So was the first step. 3 months with full time, maybe at 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. Maybe one day is with any eat, that.
So
it's
the caffeine levels.
So hard. Yes, yeah, it's so hard
high.
the work. Yes.
And I have one more question. Up there, you looked very calm. Down there, you looked very calm and collected. I'm competing in the Barista League on Friday. So can you give me any tips on how I can be calm when I'm competing?
So for me, it's like adrenaline. I feel so good when I'm staying in this part. The moment when I'm set time is like my place, my best place, my space. It's my work, and I like make coffee. I love make coffee. I love drink coffee, and when I start to share, to talk, and that, it's my time.
I'm
Great
going to
advice.
use that on Friday. I'm going to take that advice. I love emceeing barista competitions, but I'm not very good at being in them. Is there anybody that you would like to thank that has helped you get to this point?
The team, the Mexican team, Ale, my coach, Luis, my boss, to share with me all my dream, to be my dream with me, Anna, Jerry, and all the Mexican people that help me in all the in all the process. Muchas gracias, los quiero mucho, estoy muy feliz de estar aquí. Viva México.
Amazing. And Ronald, like, your team was crazy up there. They were, I think it's the loudest team we've had so far. I'm sure there's some people who have helped you get here. Is there anybody you'd like to say thank you to?
I send thanks on all the people we train behind, because it's any people. There are coffee growers, roasters, and Milton, Jaime, Angelica, thanks so much. And my team, Juan Valdez Coffee Federation is very important for the support. I have to send the message in the special of my song, because I miss so much, I love so much, but this is my first motivation. It's okay.
Fantastic. And I love this apron. I may steal it from you when you win on Saturday. I'll come and steal it
You
from
guys
you.
almost match. Actually, there's a lot of fabrics going on here. This is a very stylish round.
There is a lot of fashion going on here. I feel quite out of it.
It could be a war of the
Yeah.
roses, perhaps. It's a lot of patterns happening. So,
Yeah, if we can put our hands together once more for all of our champions competing.
thank you very
here
much,
today.
guys. Fantastic. Thank you.
Now we're just going to have some more messages from our partners, and we'll be back with you in just a little while. Jesse, I've run out of people to phone. I'm sorry, we're just going to have to talk to the cameras for the next 10 minutes about between ourselves.
But you know, we haven't got enough to talk about. You know, that we've done the introductions, we've done the hellos, how are yous, what do you do, where'd you come from?
I've got a very interesting stamp collection we could talk about.
All right, well, I've actually called in my people. My people for the last one have called in someone else's people.
I hope it's somebody good.
He's all right.
Yeah.
Shall we get him on?
Go on then.
All right. So I'd like to introduce to the stage for a little chat, Mr. Tim Wendelboe. Come on, you.
Round of applause for Tim, please. 2004 champion. I remembered. Look at that. That's good. Tim, thank you so much for joining us. Just kind of having a chat to the people on the live stream, the people in the audience while we wait for our final 3 competitors of the day to set up. So you've seen so many Barista Championships because you...
All of them.
Exactly, because you've competed in not just one. That wasn't the first time you competed either, was it? So how have you seen this develop over the time? I mean, do you think that it just changes or it gets better?
Well, I remember the first one in Monaco where the Italian barista threw a cup probably 10 meters up after pushing the button on the machine. And then, 20 seconds later, the cup comes down perfect when the first drop. So it's a little bit less about flair now than it was then. Of course, the level is, a totally different world. The coffees that are being served actually has an address, whereas before it was, blends. The level of knowledge when it comes to extractions and, I trained a barista last year, and then I realized how far off I am from the top level of the top level baristas here.
And how do you feel about the judges not being allowed to smoke anymore at the table? That's such a shame, isn't it?
Yeah, a good cigar, there's nothing like a good cigar and a cup of coffee, so.
So for people watching on the live stream who don't know, in the original one, there was an ashtray on the table that people could smoke during the presentations. There was sugar on the table for the judges to add sugar to the coffee. So the competition, I think, has developed so much over the years. I think it's given you a lot of opportunities. What's the strangest opportunity that has come through you being a barista champion?
I wouldn't say anything strange, but I've been to parts of the world that I never thought I would go. One year I judged 36 baristas in one day, together with Alf Kramer, one of the creators of the competition, up north in Arkhangelsk in Russia, which is a place, very remote. And we had to fly in a small plane to get there, and it was a very different experience. But I've also managed to train baristas in the countryside in India, in a very modern coffee shop right in the middle of nowhere. So it takes you to strange places, and that's kind of the beauty of becoming a champion, that you get the opportunity to travel and teach other people how to make good coffee.
And it's also taken you away from the performance stage and actually to a farm of your own.
Yeah.
How is it going?
Not so good. I actually got some photos yesterday. So at least some of the trees are green now. And but out of the 9,000 trees I planted initially, I only have 600 left. So I lost a lot of trees to drought, and also I haven't been working enough. So it just, I realize how incredibly hard it is to grow coffee, how much risk there is. And I think I can only say this not enough times, but we really need to support the farmers more, because if they are not able to produce coffee, this competition won't even exist. So it made me realize even more so how much risk and effort they are putting in compared to what we are doing.
Yeah, it's a huge amount of risk, and for those who actually have to produce coffee as a way of living, it's a risk that they have to take, irrespective, of they have to tend to their land. So it's a huge endeavor.
Yeah, but I also think, one of the good things about the competition is that we are actually focusing on coffees coming from certain farms, and we are able to present the coffees, which makes more attention to the farmers. So it is a good tool to help people realize that, coffee is not just coffee. And if we want to have these great coffees around, we need to support the farmers in a better way than we're doing today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I've got a question for you that, you've trying to dominate the world of coffee, a barista, and you become a barista champion. You know, you've won Nordic Roasters Cup a number of times as a roaster, developing, and people have tasted coffee from it. It receives high acclaim. What's next for Tim? What other opportunities do you want to achieve in coffee?
Well, the goal is to get my farm up and running with the biological farming techniques that I'm using. And when I succeed with that, you know, it might be 20 years, it might be 10, it might be 30 years. But the idea with it is that I will teach farmers how to use those techniques in order to grow healthy coffee trees without having to buy pesticides, fungicides, and so on. Because even if they can't raise the price for their coffee, they can decrease the costs and have a more healthy farm, more healthy life. So that's kind of my ultimate goal now, is to change the world so that everyone is growing coffee in a true sustainable way, with only using natural techniques and so on. But, you know, I might never get there, but that's the goal. And you have to have big goals, otherwise it gets boring.
Well, Tim, I mean, you're an inspiration in like just putting your money where your mouth is and actually stepping up and doing these things. And I think you act as an inspiration, you know, not just for myself, but lots of people out there in the coffee community. So if we can have a big round of applause, please,
Thanks.
for Mr. Tim Wendelboe.
Thank you very much, Tim.
So our baristas are nearly ready to start.
Almost.
So just before we do that, we're going to get some messages from our sponsors, and then we're going to be coming back with our final three competitors of the day.
Can't wait. All right.
Me too.
See you then.
Exciting.
What you can do with coffee.
If you want to be big, you need to work with big people.
Learn about the champions.
Explore yourself.
Give everything in a simple coffee company.
2 days with their head full of new knowledge.
Champions Hub is motivation for me.
Champion Hubs is amazing.
Amazing, amazing.
In this trip, we drink some very great coffee. It can be fruity, aromatic. It's unbelievable. Yeah.
But I think this actually changed my opinion of Brazilian coffee. We really think like coffee to be able to like gather all these nice farmers together and also provide such.
Welcome back to
such
the
great
2018 World Barista Championships here in Amsterdam. Is anybody excited about our next competitors? No? Not excited?
End of day one.
Is anybody excited about our next competitors?
It's always
It's
the
better.
second go. Everyone's a little bit shy the first time around, but
Yeah, but then, you know, everybody gets brave and comes
Yeah.
in. I'm excited because I've got a couple of my favourite countries coming up that...
it is not a bad end, is
It's
it?
not a bad end at all. Not that the others are my favourites.
No, no,
They're
no.
all my favourites.
No, but,
Yeah.
but still good.
So, Jessie, would you like to introduce who's going to be on station one?
I wouldn't mind. All right. So coming up on station one, we have Ardend Caden, coming from Ireland, representing the Dublin Barista School. Give him a round of applause. He's
And
part
our-
of Team Knockbox.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. You took the words right out of my mouth. Competing on station two over here is somebody who He's fairly well known to barista competition.
He's dabbled.
He's been around a while, but I'm sure he used to compete for the UK, but this time he's competing for New Zealand. From Guerrilla Gear, Mr. John Gordon. So if you want to watch John compete for Team Espresso, he's going to be on stage number 2.
Very good. And our final competitor of today, competitor number 27, is coming from Portugal.
Is it Ronaldo?
It's not Ronaldo, but he's a man of many skills. All the feet work, maybe it's the same with the hands. So, representing the Centro de Siena de Café, I definitely said some of that wrong, is Pedro Marmelo. Give him a round of applause, guys.
And Pedro, of course, is from Team Scale.
Of course, Team Scale. All right.
So we're going to hand over to the camera crew and we're going to be seeing our competitors compete.
Great.
How do I need to press something? Oh, you're gonna press. Okay. Time. Hello, judges. My name is Arvin. Coffee has been a big influence to me, so I make it my passion. And today, I will share it with you. Judges, there are many factors that influence the quality of an espresso, like bitterness, sweetness, acidity, and mouthfeel. But today, we will focus on the sweetness and analyze its evolution over the 3 courses, which I will serve you later on. We start with espresso, then milk beverages, and finish with the signature drinks. There's a menu card on your right-hand side. You can use that as a reference during my performance time. First, I will go to do some preparation for my signature drink, where I'm making an infusion and a whipped cream flavor, and I will give you more information about that. For the infusion, I will cook it for 2 minutes. Please write down the ingredient I'm using. 100 ml of wild blueberry juice, 2 grams of hibiscus flower, 2 grams of orange blossom, and 0.2 grams of fresh mint leaf. While it's infusing for the next 2 minutes, I will do the second preparation. Here, I'm using 80 ml of fresh cream, and 80 ml of mango puree. I will infuse that with the nitrogen monoxide. For the infusion, all the ingredient I've been using, please write it down. And the whipped cream flavor will give us texture in our signature drink. Please write it down. Coffee I'm using today is from Cotawa Duncan Farm, situated in Buquete region of Panama. Growing on Barrow Mountain at an altitude of 1,700 meters above sea level. The volcanic soil, rich in mineral content, the high altitude and the mild climate create this complex coffee. It's a variety of geisha, which has been hand-picked, then goes through a fully washed process, then sun-dried for 12 days. The roasting profile has a long Maillard and caramelization process, which allows to reduce the acidity in the coffee. As a result, we can preserve the origin flavor of this coffee and perceive a better sweetness in this coffee. Now I will go to Brews Espresso for my signature drink, which I will leave it to cool down, and I will give you more information about that. I will come back to you. For today, I will be using a ratio of 20 grams in and 40 grams out for all my espresso beverages which I will be extracting. With this ratio, I will achieve a perfectly balanced sweetness with a complex acidity and a delicate bitterness where they will complement each other in the espresso. By cooling down the espresso for the signature drink, it's intensify our flavors for the signature drinks. I will leave the espresso here for later for the signature drink. Now I will go to brew the espresso for you to evaluate. So to evaluate the espresso, please take 3 sips. On the first sip, you will get jasmine. Second sip, you will get peach. And third sip, you will get lime. Taste balance, which will be a medium to high acidity, a medium to high sweetness, and a medium to low bitterness. Tactile, which will be a medium texture, medium weight, and a medium to high finish. Here, judges, please assess the sweetness of the espresso, the way it interacts with the bitterness and acidity to give a well-balanced espresso drinks. Please use the spoon holder here for the use spoon. Okay? Please enjoy. Please enjoy. Please enjoy. And please enjoy. I'll be back with the milk drink. For my milk drink, I'm using a ratio 1:4 espresso with the milk. With this ratio, I will achieve a perfectly balanced body with an intense sweetness. For this, I'm using a 6% fat milk of a Jersey cow. Here, judges, please assess the sweetness of the milk, the way it interacts with the acidity and bitterness of the espresso to give a perfectly balanced milk beverages. Please write down the taste flavor for my milk beverages, which will be vanilla milkshake, milk chocolate, and almond. Please enjoy. Please enjoy. Please enjoy. Please enjoy. Now, for the infusion, I use the hibiscus and orange blossom to accompany the jasmine in the espresso for the signature drinks. Mint to give a refreshing taste, and blueberry to give some fruity notes in our signature drinks. By adding the infusion, the whipped cream, and the espresso, we create a grapefruit finish in our signature drink. Please write it down. Thank you. I will put 2.5 grams of the whipped cream in each glasses. And for the infusion, I will add 6 ml in each glass. Please write down the taste flavor for my signature drink, which will be blueberry, mango, mint, and a grapefruit finish. Please pour the espresso in the glass and wait for the further instruction. Okay? Please pour the espresso in the glass and wait for the further instruction. And pour the espresso in the glass and wait for the further instruction. Please pour the espresso in the glass and wait for the further instruction. Take the whisk on your right hand side and stir the whipped cream very well. After stirring, you can start enjoying your signature drink. Judges, it was a pleasure for me to be here to serve you this amazing coffee and to serve you my passion. And I would like to say, time.
What's behind the coffee?
The machine you choose defines what you can do with coffee.
If you want to be big, you need to work with big people.
Learn about the champions.
Explore yourself.
Give everything in a simple coffee company.
2 days with their head full of new knowledge.
Champions Hub is motivation for me.
Champion Hubs is amazing.
Amazing, amazing.
In this trip, we drink some very great coffee. It can be fruity, aromatic. It's unbelievable. Yeah.
But I think this actually changed my opinion of Brazilian coffee. We really think like coffee to be able to gather all these nice farmers together and also provide such great trip.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's a fantastic trip.
What's behind the coffee?
The machine you choose defines what you can do with coffee.
If you want to be big, you need to work with big people.
Learn about the champions.
Explore yourself.
Give everything in a simple coffee company.
2 days with their head full of new knowledge.
Champions Hub is motivation for me.
Champion Hubs is amazing.
Amazing. Amazing.
In this trip, we drink some very great coffee. It can be fruity, aromatic. It's unbelievable. Yeah.
But I think this actually changed my opinion of Brazilian coffee. We really things like coffee to be able to like gather all these nice farmers together and also provide such great trip.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's a fantastic trip.
What's behind the coffee?
The machine you choose defines what you can do with coffee.
If you want to be big, you need to work with big people.
Learn about the champions.
Explore yourself.
Leave everything in a simple coffee cup.
2 days with their head full of new knowledge.
Champions Hub is motivation for me.
Champion Hubs is amazing.
Amazing. Amazing.
In this trip, we drink some very great coffee. It can be fruity, aromatic. It's unbelievable. Yeah.
But I think this actually changed my opinion of Brazilian coffee. We really things like coffee to be able to like gather all these nice farmers together and also provide such great trip.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's a fantastic trip.
What's behind the coffee?
The machine you choose defines what you can do with coffee.
If you want to be big, you need to work with big people.
Learn about the champions.
Explore yourself.
Leave everything in a simple coffee cup.
2 days with their head full of new knowledge.
Champions Hub is motivation for me.
Champion Hubs is amazing.
Amazing. Amazing.
In this trip, we drink some very great coffee. It can be fruity, aromatic. It's unbelievable. Yeah.
But I think this actually changed my opinion of Brazilian coffee. We really think like coffee to be able to like gather all these nice farmers together and also provide such great trip.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's a fantastic trip.
What's behind the coffee?
The machine you choose defines what you can do with coffee.
If you want to be big, you need to work with big people.
Learn about the champions.
Explore yourself.
Leave everything in a simple coffee cup.
2 days with their head full of new knowledge.
Champions Hub is motivation for me.
Champion Hubs is amazing.
Amazing. Amazing.
In this trip, we drink some very great coffee. It can be fruity, aromatic. It's unbelievable. Yeah.
But I think this actually changed my opinion of Brazilian coffee. We really think like coffee to be able to like gather all these nice farmers together and also provide such great trip.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's a fantastic trip.
What's behind the coffee?
The machine you choose defines what you can do with coffee.
If you want to be big, you need to work with big people.
Learn about the champions.
Explore yourself.
Leave everything in a simple coffee cup.
2 days with their head full of new knowledge.
Champions Hub is motivation for me.
Champion Hubs is amazing.
Amazing. Amazing.
In this trip, we drink some very great coffee. It can be fruity, aromatic. It's unbelievable. Yeah.
But I think this actually changed my opinion of Brazilian coffee.
So we just wanted to give you a quick announcement of the Portuguese competitor. A technical was called, which is that there's a technical issue with the machine that needs to be resolved. We're currently trying to fix that, and as soon as we have some more information on it, we will let you know. We don't know what's going to happen and what the outcome, whether it will be carry on, restart, or move to tomorrow. But as soon as we know that information, we'll let you know. So it's just a technical issue that the competitors got with the machine, and they're trying to resolve it all now. So just to keep you informed of what's happening. Thank you.
What's behind the coffee?
The machine you choose defines what you can do with coffee.
If you want to be big, you need to work with big people.
Learn about the champions.
Explore yourself.
Leave everything in a simple coffee cup.
2 days with their head full of new knowledge.
Champions Hub is motivation for me.
Champion Hubs is amazing.
Amazing. Amazing.
So it's me again. We're going to be restarting at 5 minutes and 30 seconds. So the competitor's going to carry on from that point. and complete the presentation. The issue's been sorted, we're all happy, and the machine's just been cleaned down to the point where they can be used again, and then we'll be starting at 5 minutes and 30 seconds, allowing the competitor to go on again. So we're going to be going to the live stream in just a second.
What's behind the coffee?
The machine you choose defines what you can do with coffee.
If you want to be big, you need to work with big people.
Learn about the champions.
Explore yourself.
Leave everything in a simple coffee cup.
2 days with their head full of new knowledge.
Champions Hub is motivation for me.
Champion Hubs is amazing.
Amazing. Amazing.
In this trip, we drink some very great coffee. It can be fruity, aromatic. It's unbelievable. Yeah.
But I think this actually changed my opinion of Brazilian coffee. We really thanks Alai Coffee to be able to gather all these nice farmers together and also provide such great trip.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's a fantastic trip.
What's behind the coffee?
The machine you choose defines what you can do with coffee.
If you want to be big, you need to work with big people.
Learn about the champions.
Explore yourself.
Leave everything in a simple coffee cup.
2 days with their head full of new knowledge.
Champions Hub is motivation for me.
Champion Hubs is amazing.
Amazing. Amazing.
In this trip, we drink some very great coffee. It can be fruity, aromatic. It's unbelievable. Yeah.
But I think this actually changed my opinion of Brazilian coffee. We really things like coffee to be able to like gather all these nice farmers together and also provide such great trip.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's a fantastic trip.
What's behind the coffee?
The machine you choose defines what you can do with coffee.
If you want to be big, you need to work with big people.
Learn about the champions.
Explore yourself.
Leave everything in a simple coffee cup.
2 days with their head full of new knowledge.
Champions Hub is motivation for me.
Champion Hubs is amazing.
Amazing. Amazing.
In this trip, we drink some very great coffee. It can be fruity, aromatic. It's unbelievable. Yeah.
But I think this actually changed my opinion of Brazilian coffee. We really things like coffee to be able to like gather all these nice farmers together and also provide such great trip.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's a fantastic trip.
What's behind the coffee?
The machine you choose defines what you can do with coffee.
If you want to be big, you need to work with big people.
Learn about the champions.
Explore yourself.
Leave everything in a simple coffee cup.
2 days with their head full of new knowledge.
Champions Hub is motivation for me.
Champion Hubs is amazing.
Amazing. Amazing.
No, we are going to do interviews with the two of them.
Right.
But we'll keep it very short.
We're just waiting last week so we can go straight as soon as you're ready.
So what we should do when they come is to say, congratulations, well done, and just ask each of the customer and keep it short, wrap it up. So,
Can I just say teddy bear?
congratulations, well done. What was your time?
40 minutes and 50 whatever seconds.
What happened?
Well, problem with the machine, as you see, the filters. One is tight, and the other one has to go a bit farther. So it's not, they are not just. So it was in the first extraction, it was okay. The second one, something happened. The water is coming out of the filter.
Everybody here, can I count these out?
But it's fixed.
Okay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. I should always test the mic, shouldn't I? Welcome back to the World Barista Championships 2018 here in Amsterdam. Thank you for staying with us. I know we're running a little bit late. It's great to see some audience people here. I know the question that every one of you are asking and on the live stream is what happened. Do you want to let us know what happened with the machine? At 5 minutes 30, you called a technical issue. So what happened?
Well, the machine is alive. She has its own life, so she don't allow me to make the second extraction as I want. Because some problems there with the filter. You have to be, even inside, you have to push harder, so we'll block. So they are not equal. So what happens in my second extraction, the water started coming out of the filter, so I have to call the technique.
So were you given an option of carrying on, starting again, or moving to tomorrow, or was there any options given to you?
Well, I do the best I could. At least I tried to serve all of them by equal, but this time, I don't know, let's see what happens. I hope so.
So for those who don't know, because the clock wasn't going, 14 minutes and 50...
Whatever seconds.
There we go, under 15 minutes, that's all we need to know. So well done on that one.
All right, so moving on to stage one. Thank you very much for competing today.
Thanks to WBC.
It was a pleasure to see your presentation. Can you run us through the ideas that you went through to get to the presentation that we saw today?
The ideas is like come from a team, not just from myself. It's from like my coach, like my wife. So she gets these ideas, and the guy who roasts my coffee. So we came to through these ideas because it is a bit similar what I did on my final in the national, but just a little bit more changes. Not like completely, like 50% change. So like these ideas were already.
Fantastic.
So we like the idea, so we said, okay, everybody like it, so why not to bring it here? Let's see what happened. So, yeah, so let's see.
Fantastic performance, and was really, really good to see. So
Thank you.
Very well done.
Thank you.
Teddy Bear Gordon, how are we?
Really hot.
Yeah. For people on the live stream, this is the best smelling barista in the world. He always smells good. Even when he comes off stage, this man smells good.
I don't know about today.
So, it's true. It's true. What was going on up there? There was a... Up there. There was just so many people. You had a huge team with you.
I didn't even see anything up there. So
Yeah?
I had no
There were
idea.
loads and loads of people all crowded round up there and in that corner watching you. Is there anybody from that team who you want to say a special thank you to or have helped you get to this point?
Oh, all of them.
Okay, we're done then. Great.
All of them, yeah, done. All of the Honoured Coffee crew who have really kind of stepped up and just fall into place. Obviously, they've had a lot of practice at this kind of stuff, and so it's really been great, especially Sammy and Sasha. And my girlfriend is somewhere backstage, I think, Maina, who's just from coming... She's not in the coffee industry, so... and she's been a huge support and just been thrown in the deep end and it's come out, doing backstroke. So, yeah, those guys have been amazing.
Great to see you back competing, but this time for New Zealand.
For New Zealand, yeah. Yeah, I've been there for 3 years now. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's fantastic. Fantastic to see you back in the arena. And finally, I would love to give you the opportunity before we wrap up here for the evening. Anybody that you'd like to thank from your amazing crew that were waving flags and cheering all the way through.
This is my amazing team. They are all here with me, all of them. And here, my coach is here inside. Coach, come in, come on. She's a little bit shy, but she's an amazing person. And thank you very much for the opportunity. Obrigado por estarem aqui. Força Portugal!
Thank you, all three of you. Thank you for watching on the live stream. Thank you guys for hanging behind to see the finale of what has been the day one of the World Barista Championships 2018.
And what a day have we got tomorrow?
What a day. Are you back tomorrow?
Am I back tomorrow? Of course.
Am I back tomorrow?
You're back tomorrow.
We're both back tomorrow with our other MCs. So
Yep.
please tune in on the live stream. Do subscribe to the live stream channel.
Yep.
And for tonight, we are over and out.
Yeah, it's been a great day. All right, well, have a lovely evening, everybody at home and here, and we'll see you tomorrow. Well done again, guys. Thanks very much. Evening, everybody at home and here, and we'll see you tomorrow. Well done again, guys. Thanks very much.